Hello, my lovelies. We got something a little bit different today. We have got a shell challenge. Now, I don't usually do these, but I actually saw this on another Simmers channel, and I thought, oh my gosh, I love this so much. I do, in fact, want to do something with this. So, if I'm understanding the rules correctly, I cannot alter any of these existing walls. I can do things like add porches and balconies. I can add in a foundation if I want to. I can obviously put a roof on it, but I cannot move any of these walls, and I have to be able to add interior walls just because there aren't any. So that's what we're doing today. I am so excited. I think we're going to start with the exterior. Today's Cuppa, because the weather is... We had a cold snap where it was getting as low as negative 22 degrees with the wind chill. I will put whatever the Celsius is of that up on screen. And it is supposed to snow for like the next 3-4 days. So today's Cuppa is hot chocolate, and we had company yesterday, and I'm just a little bit crispy from that. I am an introvert, so I just kept it really simple. I did a packet of Land O'Lakes French vanilla, and then because my cocoa cup is enormous, I added a couple spoonfuls of Swiss Miss to it to, just to fill out the flavor, so it wasn't like, kind of watery. Milky. I don't use water. I use milk. Anyway, it is lovely. It is perfectly acceptable, even if it isn't fancy. But I think we're going to start with the exterior, because I debated making this really crazy, but then I decided that I really just want to make this kind of fit in with the neighborhood. We're in the fancier part of Willow Creek, but I'm just gonna keep things fairly normal. There's a new pack coming. I did pre-order it. Like, I've only gotten a couple of the kits since the buyout was announced, and I haven't done reviews, but when I heard that the new pack was gonna have secret passages, I'm only human, guys. I am weak. I am weak. And I couldn't resist. But, so, let me know if you guys are interested in seeing a review of that. I will definitely do a review of the build buy, and the Kaz, just because I love talking about the fashion of it all, but I don't know if I will do like a review of the gameplay of the pack itself. So let me know if you guys would like me to do that, and I will definitely like keep that under consideration. Just seeing if I can make this... I'm just seeing if I can make roof lines that work and don't look too crazy. Okay, that works for me. That works for me, and we'll just figure out the shingle pattern later. It's fine. It's fine. Now, this is more important than you realize. If there is a wall, like if there is a roof against the interior, make sure that you hold down that shift key and remove any overlap that would be inside. Otherwise, it gets tricky with how you place furniture. Okay, that is unideal. It's gonna look very McMansion-y, which, if you don't know what a McMansion is, good for you, honestly. Oh my goodness. Okay, I think I'm gonna add a deck out this way for a couple of reasons. The first being that I want to have a couple pillars coming down off of this, and I need something to put them on. We're just gonna pick a cheap pillar. We'll switch it out for something else later. Yeah, and then ditto. We'll do like cosmetic picks later. Right, I'm gonna pick an exterior. Do you want to do like a brick? You know, these people built a McMansion in an actually nice neighborhood with personality. They don't have a lot of, like, style. Do we want to keep it this basic? It's like, it's a brick, so it has a little bit of personality. But it's also, like, really pale and, you know, neutral. Oh, I'm gonna have to do something about that. I think I'm gonna copy this and put it at the other end too, so it'll hide that. Yeah. They have so much water damage here and they don't even know why. Alright, now to go with the brick, is this giving them too much personality? In the town where I grew up, there's this fabulous house that it is kind of made to look, the bricks are like made to look like it's a thatch roof. It's a very fancy house. But this shingle kind of gives me that vibe. No, I don't think I care for that. The vibe this house is actually giving me. Okay, I'm in Michigan. I grew up in Michigan. And we used to be very close to this lovely woman. The only reason we are not still close with her is because she is deceased. I miss Grandma Rose. Oh, I hope you went to a nice afterlife. But her son lived next. She would watch us for my mom occasionally when mom had to go out of town. And her son lived next door. You could see his house from her windows. He was a huge not University of Michigan. He was a huge Michigan State fan. And their colors are green and white. So he did his whole house in white with green shingles and shutters. And you either thought it was the coolest thing ever because you were also a State fan, or you thought that is the silliest thing ever. It's a sports team and that's your house. I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to try to make the MSU fan house siding. We need a really white, crisp siding. Oh my gosh, it's white with green trim. It's a different green. But does it work together? Oh, that's so obnoxious. I can't do it. I can't do it if it's gonna do that. We'll just keep it really, really white. Do we want to do like the shingles? Give it some visual interest. Oh, none of these are actually like white though. Unfortunate. Do you have like a glaringly, horrifyingly white? I think we can do that for like up in the roofing. I've heard that this is like a thing for like New England coastal houses, where you put the shingles up top like that in your roof, in the peak of your roof like that. Yeah, let's do that. And so we'll do, I think there's a coordinating sighting from the same pack. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we need a dark green door. Go straight. Go Spartans. We're doing this. We're going all in. Oh my gosh. I need a door that looks nice. That's way too pale a green. All right. We'll sort for green. Like, we can go crazy in the interior and be much more normal, but the exterior has got to be white and dark green. Oh my gosh, it might be perfect. Let's look at other doors real quick. Let's look at other doors just in cases. We might find something better. What if there's a little Spartan anywhere inside? My hometown was predominantly very U of M. Like, in rural Michigan, I cannot describe how much, like, you had to have a horse in this race. You didn't get a choice in that. You had a horse in this race, and that's just the way it was. So we'll just copy this, shrink it down to size. And we'll get rid of the fence for up here. Alright, so I'm gonna place windows that coordinate with this door as best I can. There's gotta be matching windows, right? This feels like a brighter green. Oh, this might get tricky because I think that was a base game door. Are you a base game door? Which set are you? Oh, Nordhaven style. So we can filter for green, and we can filter for businesses and hobbies. And that will let us have matching windows. Okay, I think it's, yeah, Nordhaven style. We'll do a couple here. You know, I do not hate this. I'm trying to go for, on the one hand, this feels like a lot of windows. On the other hand, I just want a lot of natural light inside. Okay, those windows are too big for that spot. And we'll put a big window there. If it's too bizarre inside, we can always move windows. Alright, let's do like a big French door going out onto this porch. And then we'll do like a back door going... let's real quick pick a foundation, because it'll be easier. Oh, we could do this moss-covered stone. Is there a stone that matches it? I don't even see the Enchanted by Nature in... Oh, I think this matches... I think this matches a wall pattern and not a floor pattern. Let's just look at everything and sort for it. There. It looks really weird, but at least it kind of matches that foundation a little bit. What fences even come in a dark green? Or do we want to do a white picket fence kind of situation for the patio? The white with the green trim. Yeah, let's do that one. Alright, so we need to replace these. Okay. This is really pretentious looking. You know what? We're doing a McMansion. The neighborhood does kind of work with it a little bit. Oh, I've gotta draw. Okay. Now the back doors, we'll keep them as simple as we may. Oh, why can't you be like dark green and black or dark green and white? Well, the darkest green we can get our hands on that isn't the same door as the front door. Oh, they just get bigger and more ornate as you go down. Ah! Oh, I am amusing myself just a little too much. Actually, that is delightful and fits the vibe. That actually fits the vibe very well. And then we'll get like one of the fancy accordion slidey ones. Yeah. We'll just do that with the black trim. I'm a little sad that it doesn't open and close, but it's fine. It's fine. All right, let's go inside. Let's design our interior. I'm gonna add this for half an hour, and we have a barely tolerable exterior for the house. All right, I think I'm gonna put the stairs here. And just have like a little stairs alcove. Okay, as much as I don't want to do an open concept house, I think I'm kind of going to. Just because there's no good places to put walls. So we'll do the kitchen space back here, the dining room table here, living up here. So I'm just going to... we'll stick a fridge back here. We'll do a dining room table of some sort here. And then we'll do a sofa just to mark the different areas. And then this will be a bathroom. And we'll just do like a half bath. Okay. That's the downstairs. And then upstairs... first, we need a railing here. You know, that actually really works. I think we'll do the master bedroom here. Yeah. And then... we'll just do a second generous bedroom. And we'll just give you both en suites. There's a half bath downstairs. So if we have guests, they can pee. Or do we make this like an office? Like an in-home office? Can do like a reading nook over here. I don't like this long, narrow hallway though. You know what? We'll just do the bathroom here. It won't actually be an ensuite. Make it a 2x3 and pull the bedroom back. Alright. So we have bedroom 1, bedroom/office 2. We have a bathroom upstairs. We have an area to have like a little landing for, you know, just a chill zone where we can hang out. Just gonna throw up subtle saucers everywhere. And then we can get to work decorating this. We're gonna have to pick one flooring for like the whole house, kind of. Do you want to do like a darker... Do you want to keep with like a dark floors, pale walls kind of deal? You know, they're trying to make the house look older and have more grandeur than it actually does. That could be fun. Let's kind of keep with our McMansion theme. And could do like super duper basic beige. I'm just trying to find the line for our invisible MSU fan. If we do this, then we can put a couple, then we can put just like one column in. We'll do it in like a dark wood. And then we'll replace this wall with a spandrel. And that will allow us to like differentiate our rooms. There. And now it's like, and now this is a room and this is a room. Without having to like actually split up this space awkwardly. Alright, kitchen. We're honestly to the kitchen now. I think we're gonna make this into like a closet space and do like the main counters through here. There is a temptation to add additional interior walls because having like a garage mudroom entrance with a second fridge in it is a huge thing in the Midwest, because the parents can like send you like go hang out outside, go do outside things with your little friends, and you just kind of grab a soda from the garage fridge. Is that a thing in other places? That blocks the door. I was thinking this could just, you know what? It wouldn't actually block the door in real life. I'm going to just real quick just pop in a little bb.move objects moment, because that wouldn't actually block the door, and it makes like a really good spot to like just drop your stuff. Let's have a really pretentious looking fridge. And then we'll put like one of the freestanding sinks back here. We'll have like a little shame sink hidden in the closet in the back of the house. Oh, but do we make it kind of silly fancy? Like the cabinetry needs to be really, really white. But I kind of like this marble sink, and then you can like wash your hands looking out the window. How low do these windows go? Like, can I see the backs of my countertops in a weird way? Oh, a little bit, but not bad enough. I'm gonna fix it. It is fine. Alright, we need to place a stove and a vent And we kind of want to go fancy. This is a more pretentious home than I originally intended. This is the stove to match that fridge. Oh, you know what? It's fine. Let's put our smoke alarm up high on the wall. We need a burglar alarm by every door. Because that's how the Sims do. Why don't you let me place it here? Because it intersects with the door. Which makes me a little bit sad. Just a little bit sad. Because it'll let me do it back here with the narrower door. I'm going to slide the door. I'm just going to center it just a little bit. I'm not going to take it all the way to one end. How does that look out from the exterior? I feel like it should have a little bit of a stoop, but that is a problem for another day. And by another day, I mean if I get to it. You know what? I think I'm just going to put a little bit of a pretentious range hood. This one that's got the lights. Ooh, do we want to do like a kitchen island here? Can I do a kitchen island here? And it's this color swatch? No. Alright. Do you not have an island? Drawerized counter. Mila Miculino. There isn't a matching island, so we'll just use more countertops. It's fine. I don't think I actually what I think, instead of using like an end piece, we'll use this exterior corner. Does that look super awkward? Oh, I think it might. You know what? It's fine. It's all fine. There. Slightly less awkward. I don't want to do the rounded corners all the way around, though. And I think I'm going to put the kitchen... oh, we have a kitchen sink. We don't need another kitchen sink. We're just going to do some rugs and then we'll move on. I don't want to get like really bogged down in decor. Only to have to like come back later. Let's do a kind of pale colored mat in front of the stove. And we need some kind of like welcome adjacent mat. I want you embedded in things. Oh well, we'll pretend they trimmed the corner off of that. Yeah. Alright, dining. Got kind of this mix of like light and pale tones happening. And I don't hate the idea of just keep using the interior decorator pack. Just so there's some like synchronicity so that I kind of want this to look like somebody hired an interior decorator more than somebody wanted a home and a house for their family. I think that sounds so awful, but it's kind of the vibe I'm going for. You know, like this person cared more about it having the right look for the neighbors than about being happy and comfortable in their own home. We'll just go with paler wood in the living room. Okay. I do think I want to keep a sofa kind of here. just to help separate the space. Yes, and then we'll like really awkwardly put like an accent table behind it. You know, the sort where you're kind of afraid to, like, be comfortable on the sofa and put your head back because you'll knock the lamp off. Which means we need a really pretentious, like, expensive-looking lamp. Table lamps, please. Thank you. Scroll around to... Ooh. I do love a Tiffany lamp. Then you're like afraid to put your head back because you'll knock the lamp. Yeah. Oh, we should pick a rug for under... Oh, I don't know. Okay. I like this placement for the sofa. I kind of want to keep it open to here, so... Where are we going to put the TV is my question. Because this family definitely has a TV that's sort of like way too big for the space. Ooh, this looks super trendy. The way it's like forced distressed is just a little bit pretentious. Yes. This is the right decision. What is the biggest TV that has a floor mount? Okay. Now we need the Super Dream Cube because it's got like games that are specific to it. And then we... Or no, it's the Nostalgic Dream Cube that has... Yeah, we need... all 3 gaming systems. Because that's the way we fly. There, because now we can play all the games. Now we need a couple armchairs. Yes, pale green with a beige pillow. Yes. There's like absolutely no flow here. But that doesn't matter because it looks right. Like, I want this to look like a magazine, but I want it to look like a magazine for like people who have no taste. Like, you all know what I'm talking about. And the people who have super weird furniture because they want you to ask them about it so they can tell you how expensive it is. Like, you don't even think they like it. You just know they want you to talk about how expensive it is. I think there's a size up of this one, but it might be too big. Yeah, this is mini rug, so there should be like a regular rug size. There it is. Big rug. Oh, that is perfect. Oh, we need a coffee table. We'll get into the nitty-gritty in a minute. First, I am going to make this into a bathroom. So we'll get rid of this bigger window. Okay, do those line up almost perfectly as I can make them? Perfect. Alright, so the point is to keep all of these windows above the waist. And then, this is so incredibly silly, we are going to put these hedges in so you can't actually get close enough to the window to like see anything. Like if you're the kind of creeper who's gonna like come into their yard. Yeah, so even though they're completely surrounded by windows while they're just trying to like do their business, you can't ever actually see anything. Because I am a silly goose. I would bring this down to a 4 tile, but you know what? Let's... No! I don't know why, but the idea of having a bathroom in this house that just makes you super uncomfortable to use it amuses me so much. Alright, we need a toilet and a sink. This is a half bath. And then we'll be able to put like a big fancy art piece or something here. Like, we don't even have any curtains anywhere yet. Like, we're just trying to get the bold strokes in and the necessary furniture. We can't have gold because yellow is a U of M color and green and gold is Northern Michigan. Which, nobody cares about their football team, but their hockey team is something to be considered. I mean, they're in Marquette. What do you expect? Oh, all the green has yellow with it in the floor tiles. We may have to go with like a white floor tile. Oh, that's more of a blue than a green. That's definitely a dark blue. Let's just... We'll just do black on the floor and we'll do white on the walls. And we'll just use this tile. Oh, we'll do that huge mirror. Where's that big fancy... There, and now you can like check yourself as you're leaving the bathroom. But you're also kind of terrified to open the door out of the bathroom because no thought went into this house. This house was designed by vibes. So they didn't think, oh, it'd be really awkward to have a mirror right where if you swung the doorknob out, you could hit the mirror. They didn't think about that. That's for plebs. Oh my gosh, I babysat for people with these houses. We need a toilet. We need a sink. We can't even hang a mirror over the sink because there's windows everywhere. I should not love this silly thing as much as I do, but I do. Oh, what sink? What sink? This is too modern. This is way too modern. We'll do that for now. In keeping with our green and white theming. We'll do the same tiles for the bathroom. But inverted, so it's white on the floor and black on the walls. Because it's fancy. This is the full bath. Do we want to do the haughty herringbone on the tile as well, on the wall as well? Alright. Oh. I want to have windows in this bathroom. But I also... want to be able to like have a toilet and a sink and a mirror, because what you usually have to do in a 6 tile is have the have this tub shower on this wall. If you've got the door, oh yeah, we're gonna have to move the door. Let's move the door here or here. I don't want to put it all the way in the corner, but oh, maybe if we just have a shower stall and this family can never have children. Yeah, we'll do it that way. You know, let's just get in here and do it. Like trying to pick I like trying to like match the vibe of this shower, because this shower has a vibe. I think this is actually the toilet that like matches it. And something about that feels very toddler potty, but all grown up. Tell me if you see it. Like, you know? Like, it looks very much like the same toilet. They have very much the same vibe. It has the same I am made out of plastic vibe. Alright, is there the sink that matches this? This is the sink from that set. But this does not, like, feel like a sink you would have in a house. And I feel like it should feel more metal, maybe a little bit industrial. To match the vibe of the other two. Yeah. And I think... Oh, I want to have just a simple mirror over the sink. But that's going to block the view into here. Oh, but if I do like a full-length mirror here on this wall, it'll do the same thing. So I feel like I'm blocking the view here either way. So... we shall opt not to care. It's super awkwardly high on the wall. Why is that so high up? Oh my goodness. Are they all that awkwardly high? That doesn't feel as awkwardly high. Like, it goes as high up, but it isn't as, like, awkward about it. Oh. Just a little round window for light and ventilation. It's super awkwardly tucked into the corner on the exterior of the house, but I have seen far worse sins on real homes and real buildings. Then we'll just... we'll just slide the door in just a little bit. So it's not all the way tucked in the corner. There. And now we can put our mirror over it, and it won't completely block everything in the other room. It's still far from ideal, but it works. Alright. I'm going to put a sofa here. Oh, I kind of like how pretentious this feels. And then we slide this over. We bring this to match. And then we put a big old bookcase in between them. Does it make a choke point? It does. It absolutely does. Do I care? Not in the slightest. Ooh, we can. Cool. That will be make it easier for curtains to happen. Alright, I'm thinking home office for this long, narrow room. Or do we want to do a kid's bedroom? Has this home ever touched children? Has this home ever known a child's love? You know what? Let's just do like an office studio situation. I am actually kind of tempted to just do a straight white wall. Is there just a straight white painted wall? Oh, I hate it. I hate it so much. It feels wrong. Okay. We need a desk. So, this is way too, like, organic looking. They have been keeping this very streamlined with, like, touches of softness. Because, like, the sofas are soft organic shapes. The armchairs are soft organic shapes. Everything else is very geometric. Like, there's an octagonal table instead of a round. So let's do, I'm thinking, let's do this guy here. Let's get into the color palette for the rest of the house. We're going to put it right in front of the window so that it has the nice view, and then immediately cover it in computer screen. Okay, then we need something to do over here. What is their hobby? What is their semi-leisure hobby that they can be like, yes, this is the thing that I do. Maybe we should just put an easel up and call it a day. Yeah, we'll give them an easel. I think there's a decor item that's like just some canvases leaning against a wall. Yeah, it's black canvases. It's more about... It is more about looking like we paint than like we actually paint. Where's that artist's tarp? There we go. Perfect. We'll figure out walls and curtains later. Let's do the bedroom, and then we can get into clutter and the like, and the exterior. Oh my gosh, we're not even half done, are we? Okay, what do we want in the walls in the bedroom? Do like a super dark green. Because they think they're being edgy. Yeah, I think that actually works. Okay. We need a bed. Do they want to have a vintage moment? You know, I don't hate this. Let's pick a dresser. I kind of love this big wardrobe. Can we do it without blocking the window just barely? Super, super close though. Okay. We'll do some bedside tables. I don't know why, but I feel like this kind of matches the vibe of the bed. Rugs and curtains later. Okay. We have our furniture in, we have our layout done. Let's do our exterior decorating before we get really bogged down in the details, because I don't want this to look utterly empty outside. It's called Willow Creek, but I don't see any willow trees. Do we want to have this huge weeping willow? Fun fact about weeping willows, if you are at all interested in having weeping willows, make sure that you have like a body of water nearby, because otherwise they will look for water and they will move into your pipes. Yes. Oh, we need a little path. We need a little path. Do you want to do like gravel? Oh my gosh, we have no trash cans. Alright, we need at least a trash can in the kitchen and a trash can downstairs. Or a trash can upstairs. I cannot believe I almost forgot trash cans. Just something little that we can tuck into a corner, so that we have something to drag and drop trash into on this floor. Alright, back to the exterior. Okay, that is super cute. Oh, we should do like a bird bath with like flowers around it over here. Oh, is so pretty. Oh, but they'd never have blue flowers. I don't know why I have decided to lean so incredibly hard into, oh no, this family is that kind of state fans. But I definitely have. There. And it's just a little bit unbalanced, so you can like get in there with the watering can. We'll just turn the softness way, way up. And just add just the little desire path. You can barely see it, but it's how she walks every time to water those flowers. Oh, there's a big gap in there. Need to fill that in. Yeah. The important thing is that how it looks like from the front. Then I think back here we have like some kind of outdoor activities, like maybe flower beds. Oh, we should absolutely have a fire pit. What is currently the cutest fire pit? Let's do this one from the Riviera Retreat. And we will definitely do like the faux patio kind of deal. There. And then we'll do the same kind of deal at the back door. Yeah. We need outdoor seating for around the fire pit. We need like an outdoor something on the patio. Thing is, I can picture what I want in my head. I just don't think it exists in The Sims. I think that's as close as we can get. And then we'll have just a little outdoor dining table. I feel like we want to have some kind of privacy hedge something at the edge of the property over here. I don't know that they would put up a fence, but they definitely have something down that way. Alright. Let's start adding like clutter and little touches and curtains. I think this one is kind of just fine as it is. Maybe... yeah, that little drape. We don't want to have a drape over the sink, though. Yeah, then we'll do the super white ones from the bistro kit. I promise I want them at, like, the same height as this crossbar. These are exactly the kind of people who would, like, act like they have chickens in a garden. Oh, no, they go to the farmer's market, and that's why they'll bring back all of this produce. Because that's like one of the kits I bought was that garden to table or something like that. Yeah, garden to table. Yeah, they hit the most pretentious. Does this not actually go on a countertop? We'll do the forager's basket instead then. Because you know they just hit the most pretentious farmers markets. And they want everybody to know. I really like this kit. It is very much the vibe I would like to have in my own place. Let's get salt and pepper on the table. We're gonna put them into like, there's gonna be like a flower arrangement or something there in a minute. But I want like one of those the recipe holder thingies. And I want like the jar o utensils. Yeah. I want this guy. There you are. Yeah. All right, we're looking for like a low flower arrangement to sit on the table. There we are. Oh, and it's even white. Perfect. Okay, curtains. Kind of like window coverings do they have in this room. Alright. Second floor clutter. We need all the curtains. Oh, that is a different height from every other window on the floor. We need curtains. We need rugs. We need little clutter items in the bedroom and office. I don't think we're going to do much for clutter in like the bathroom or on the landing. We definitely need rugs though. And we're shooting for contemporary and a little bit artsy. Alright, the office mostly needs curtains and stuff on this wall. Because I just realized now that I like actually gave them like clutter things. And desk clutter. They'd have stuff on their desk. I think they're going a little more modern in here. Let's look at like the other... There's other blinds. I know there are. I've used them in other builds. You kind of... Oh, you're huge though. How far down... That's kind of perfect though. Yeah. I want to do more wall art, but like how do you... I don't think they make wall art small enough for that space. Okay, I think like one of the big, more artsy prints in here. Like that one piece that's just like... Oh... Or do they have like edgy modern art? They think it's edgy modern art, but in reality it's just kind of neutral and pleasant in there. Oh my gosh, is that one of their pieces? We need a huge water bottle because hydrating is so important. And we need a color coordinated day planner. Yes. Oh, do they have a little plant on their desk? Do they have a little plant? I think they have a little plant. Oh, do they have a little... Does this game have the little desk bamboos? They were absolutely everywhere in like the 90s and early 2000s. These tiny little potted bamboos, and everyone had one in their bathroom. And it was never like in the kitchen or the dining room. It was always in the bathroom. Alas, you can have a little palm tree. Oh yes, this is exactly... I think we need a bigger potted plant in this corner. I would love to have plants and greenery everywhere if this place was mine, but... do you have the wall-mounted fern? I think you do. I think you do. There. That's really all we have space for. I don't want to block my walls with a bunch of stuff. Alright. The bedroom, and I think we might be done. Alright, we need curtains. I think we're going to use the Desert Luxe curtains. I love how at first I was like, let's see if we can make this look normal. And then I was like, no, ridiculous McMansion nonsense. Pretentious people. This is pretentious rich people land. do just a little chair so you can sit down and put on your shoes. And then I think a rug or two, and we're done. Yeah, that is, I think, perfect. Yeah. All right, so for the tour, we have the curb appeal moment. Then you come in the front door. You have stairs to the side. They're almost blocked by, and then you, to put away your coat, you're like blocked by the TV, but you can wiggle past. It's fine. It's just a little bit overcrowded. You got the living room area, which you cannot get to anywhere else in the house with any sort of ease. It's just impossible. You have the little dining area outside on the patio to your left, and the indoor dining in front of you. Be careful, don't break the mirror as you use the bathroom where you are just uncomfortable and feel watched the whole time. In the kitchen, we are proudly displaying that we support local businesses by going to the farmer's market a lot. And we clearly cook because you can see our cookbook is open at the stove. You know, not where you prep or mix things and you really need the recipe, but at the final assembly point. And if you go up the stairs, there's a awkward little cul-de-sac and some furniture that just doesn't quite fit the vibe, some rugs that don't quite fit the vibe, but in a way that kind of sets the vibe. Oh, I didn't put any clutter on here. Oh, we need small object out. Alright, that'll do for now. It's fine. And then we kind of give you the impression that you could like cozily read, but like you can't even curl up with like a cup of tea because there's nowhere to put your drink down except on the floor, and then you'll step on it when you try to stand up. So it doesn't really work. On the left, we have the master bedroom, which is actually, you know, pretty comfortable. Like, this is not terrible. I don't hate this. And then we have the office with the most awkward art ever. And weirdly bare walls for as busy as there are. We got the bathroom, which is very hyper modern. I'm not sure where that came from, but that's how it exists in the space. Out in the yard, we have our little bird bath and our actually really, really pretty flowering trees. Like this is not an unattractive house until you look at it. And then we have our fire pit out here on our little false patio. And our back door is actually kind of cute, even if it is glitching. There. But yeah, that is our house. I will upload this to the gallery. I will go through and upload. I've been bad about uploading my builds to the gallery. But that is, I think this is a Lil Simsies Shell challenge. Here's my take on it. We have MSU fan house. plus, because we have to be pretentious because we're in the rich neighborhood. But this doesn't scream rich, so we have to make it scream rich with all the power of our lungs. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if I should do more shell challenges. Did you guys like this? Did you guys think this was a fun video? Let me know down in the comments. If you did enjoy this, please consider liking, commenting, maybe even subscribing and ringing that little bell to bring you back for more silly content. Have a happy time zone wherever in the world you are, and I will see you guys next time.